my name is Epsilon, and welcome to another episode of Useless Cum Laude. Today I'll be talking about the nation's youth, and ultimately everyone else as well. As you may have heard, on March 24th, 2018, there was a March for Our Lives, hosted by the nation's youth, teenagers, students, as well as teachers and adults, coming together, protesting the irresponsible use of firearms, with the purposes of banning military-style assault rifles, close loopholes within gun sales, initiating universal background checks, banning bump stocks and other high-capacity magazines, and calling for common-sense legislation regulating firearms, knowing who has them and where they are. And this is all to help keep guns out of the hands of those who may be dangerous and pose a threat to human life, at least within our communities. And for the record, this was not a call to repeal the Second Amendment. It was a call to responsibility in expressing that freedom. With that said, in any given generation in modern history, it was the nation's youth who's always been poised to be that beacon of light for the future. Civil rights, Vietnam, Black Lives Matter, etc. Their being in the next generation, the future mostly belongs to them, if only by virtue of time. They have most of it left, and they will live into the future the longest. So they have a higher stake in the future being a good one. So yes, their opinions matter, by virtue of owning a higher share in the future, let alone their personal experiences. Since they have not yet been thrown into the world of adulthood, they are primed to take those first steps toward change. They have time to take action. No rent, bills, student loans, full-time jobs, etc. The heaviness of adult life is not yet on their shoulders. So in a way, they are in the ideal position to bring hope to a nation. Now, my fellow adults, that does not mean we can just sit around and be lazy, continually letting the next generation drive progress. One day they will grow up, go to college, have jobs. They will begin to take on adult responsibilities, which will take up a lot of their time and energy. Granted, some will probably go into politics, but it's never wise to put all your eggs in one basket. So if progress is to be an ongoing endeavor, we cannot simply leave it to the nation's youth to take it all on. It's going to take any and all capable and like-minded adults to help drive that process. Because ultimately, all of us have a stake in the future. And we all need to do our part to make it the best future we can. Nothing is guaranteed, so we have to be diligent. War, a downed economy, political corruption, corporate greed, they can all lead to the downfall of even the brightest future. Hell, look at us millennials. The brightest futures can turn bleak due to uncontrollable circumstances. But we must remember that we're all in this together. The future is all of ours, and it's worth fighting for, no matter how young or old you are. My name's Epsilon. Thank you for watching, and keep thinking.